Hey guys, so the time's come of manga updates for Soul Eater. I've read a little bit of it, trying to catch up to where I am in the anime. So probably by the time I finish the anime, I might be caught up to where they split in terms of storytelling. It's like chapter 30 or episode 36. So I've read the first 10 chapters. So basically, I'm gonna make a video per 10 chapters, just as like a recap and comparison. What's different in the manga compared to what happened in the anime, and kind of give my review on it, I guess. But until I get to the manga, where it splits off, and then I'll probably just do like blind react readings to those, where like I'll read it on here, like I'll have a nice visual and stuff, but we'll play by ear, gauge how everyone likes it and is engaging. So we'll see by then. I just took notes from the past chapters I've read, added my thoughts and feedback on it, and then yeah, just to post and share, I guess. So I'll just get into, I took all the notes on my phone, so I'm just gonna read it off my phone awkwardly, I guess. So like reading the first chapter with Maka is like, it seemed more faster paced. So like there wasn't much action or of a fight with her and the Ripper guy. Is it Ripper? Jack the Ripper, yeah, with like the Ripper guy, there wasn't really no fight in the manga. It's just she cut him open, so ate the soul. So it seemed like just the pacing in general is a lot faster, which makes sense. I mean, it's an anime, or a manga, and you build up you imagine like the fight scenarios and all that for the most part in your head with the little visuals that the manga provides. Another thing I noticed is in the manga, they make their women hotter than they even are in the anime. So like, or just more revealing and sexualized, I guess, because like Blair, she's a wild hot topic in the anime itself with the bath scene and all that stuff, but like reading the manga, like they even showed more. And so far, like in the earlier chapters, the character designs aren't as cool as they are in the anime, but I think they're starting to get better, like 10 chapters in, so they're starting to get back to like how they actually look in the anime, I suppose. And there's another thing I think that was different in the manga compared to the anime is like Black Star. I don't know why I just couldn't think of it. Lord Death offered Black Star and Tsubaki a shortcut to catch up to their souls. Lord Death said he gave them a shortcut to where they could kill like a super soul, like a strong soul person, which was Mifune, and that will count as like the 99 souls, and then they'll just need a witch soul, which would be the little girl witch. So that's different than the anime, because in the anime they were just sent to kill a witch they didn't know about, and then when they got there, they came across Mifune. So, but beforehand in the manga, Lord Death told him like, hey, kill this super soul, which will equate to 99 souls, and then you just need one witch. So here's a 2-for-1. So that was a little different. Yeah, and even like Tsubaki was even more sexualized in the manga. It was like the water scene where like Black Star's trying to sneak up on her, and she throws the star at him, but I think like that was more revealing of the character. Yeah, the Egypt episode with Death the Kid Death was pretty spot on. Like nothing was really any different. The graveyard episode where they were fighting Sid, something I noticed that was different is in the manga, like they were a little more sexualized too, because like Soul and Black Star both pulled up like Tsubaki and Maka's skirts when like Sid was tied up and they were trying to interrogate him where Stein was. He's like, I won't tell, blah blah blah. So then like they lifted up the skirts and like, what about now? And then like Sid like revealed where Stein was. That did not happen in the anime, and I'm like, what the heck? Because like Sid's a grown man too, so like it's a little odd for that situation. Another fun thing that I liked in the manga is that when Kid Death fought Soul and Black Star, and like he got the scythe kind of cut his hair, then it was unbalanced, like how he was so upset about it. They mentioned in the manga that he took a week, he stayed in his bed for a week, and then he took a month off of school after that. Like, it didn't mention that at all in the anime, or I just missed it, but that's super funny because that just shows how much of a perfectionist he needs to be. Like, he wouldn't even make an appearance anywhere for a month until his hair grew back. The chapter or episode when Black Star and Death the Kid, I keep saying Death the Kid Death had wanted to get Excalibur. In the anime, he didn't want to get wet, but in the manga, he didn't want to get in it because he didn't want his shoes to get muddy. So I think that was a better detail, is like he didn't want to get anything dirty, because getting wet's not too bad, but like he's a perfectionist and didn't want to get like his shoes muddy. So that made more sense. And I don't know if they mention it in the anime, because there's so many subtle things, but reading the manga, they mention it, which that's what I'm glad I'm reading the manga now, because I'm missing so many subtle things that maybe the anime mentions that I'm like realizing and catching up on through the manga, which is really cool. But when Black Star and Kid Death were leaving Excalibur, Black Star says something like, whoever decides to wield that weapon should be called Hero. So the one who ends up with that guy should be called Hero for a special reason. So like, that's crazy foreshadowing, which is like 30 episodes later, it's like Hero picks up Excalibur and uses him at the academy and stuff. So I like those little attention to detail they add for foreshadowing and everything. Like in the manga, Tsubaki knew and addressed that the guy with the sword, her brother, was her brother, and like they addressed it in the beginning of the story before her and Black Star went to the village and everything. But the anime didn't. They kept it more of like a secret and surprise, because like they got to the village, they had the fight, and then Tsubaki went into like the spirit realm or whatever it's called to fight the guy, and then like he called her sister, and then it went to credits. So like those were two different aspects to how they approached that little arc story. And then another thing I liked is like reading the manga is like it's showing so much more attention to detail that the anime does too, that I just missed because it happened so quickly. But like I didn't notice when Tsubaki was fighting her brother, because I recalled he kicked her and like she went flying, but like the whole process of that, like he put his sword blade down, the blade into her, and then he kicked the blunt end of the sword so like it would like cut her open as well as pole vault her like overweight. Like, because I saw that in the manga and I was like, holy shit, I didn't even like. And then I went back to the anime episode and watched it, and like that's exactly what he does on there, but I didn't notice unless I like knew I was supposed to look for that. But like that's crazy. So like I'm glad, like I said, I'm like double downing and like reading the manga too, because like it's showing like how intense actually some things were that were probably just overseen. The fight scene between Tsubaki and her brother wasn't as intense as it was in the anime, but anime has more time to build it up and like make it more cinematic, of course. But like in the manga, I think he stabbed her and then she stabbed him to kill him. Something like that happened, but it wasn't as climactic and action-packed as it was in the anime episode. I like Bree. He was addressed as the Devil's Eye, and later on when he was talking to Medusa, she was like, well, you're free now. Well, he's like, I am free. Actually, that's what you'll call me. You'll call me free now. But I did like for a little bit they called him the Devil's Eye instead. It was just a cooler nickname, I guess. That's currently it so far. I mean, I try to look out for like the differences and comparisons in the anime and manga chapters. But so far, I got to chapter 10, which is I left off where they're fighting Free on the bridge. So I think he just fell off and like iced himself in that giant cube, the ice cube thing. So that's where I'm currently at in the manga storyline. But let me know your guys' thoughts on this, because if no one likes it, I just won't do it. But if people like it and think it's interesting, I'll do like chapter recaps and comparisons and talk about it, and like add some visuals and stuff, some good music, so it's just not my boring face talking for like 10 minutes. But I think it's cool to like recap and go over and just, you know, have discussions with other people about these things. But yeah, I'd probably do it like this every 10 chapters until I got to chapter 36 or whatever, episode 36, where the story splits off, and then from there I'll probably just actually read chapters on the computer and then like blind react and like mention stuff as I'm reading and going, but like make that more entertaining and sped up too, so you're just not sitting there awkwardly watching me read a few chapters every video. But yeah, let me know your guys' thoughts, how you feel about the manga and the anime, what you're excited for, like me coming across in the manga without spoilers. And then if you even read the manga, like, are you just an anime watcher, or do you also like the mangas? If you read the mangas first and that made you watch the anime, like some of your experiences, I guess. But yeah, hope you guys are doing well, like the video, and I'll see you later.